Hi everyone. So there is something I wanted to touch upon and share with you all. Of recent, there has been too much of a buzzword around as stress. Everyone seems to be having stress, everyone is operating out of stress, and everyone's talking about stress management. So, what exactly is stress? Is it just a sociological norm, or it is something that has been psychologically gripping you? I'm Sharon S Mondejar. Thank you so much for being a part of my family. And if you're new to my family, do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and let's stay connected for a better you. So let's look at this differently. Okay, everyone says, right, we have stress. Okay, everyone in every field is stressed out, right? From a politician, a doctor, a teacher, anyone in the job front is stressed out. And the reverse side is that what if you actually do not have that job, or if you do not have that source of income? It is even more stressful, right? So it is your perception. So let's say, for example, maybe 30 years ago, maybe 50 years ago, have you ever heard grandparents, great grandparents saying that we have stress, we are operating under stress? No, I don't think so. You've actually heard them ever say that. Now, why? It is because they handled everything that was precious to them with a different perspective. So everything that's precious to you. So let's say your home front, okay, your family members, the children, your wealth, your finances, everything that makes a difference to your life. They started striking a very good balance between them, and they knew how to have that adjusted in their daily lifestyles. So today maybe probably is something that you are not looking at. Okay, so what exactly is stress? A very simple definition. It is your inability to be able to strike that balance between your physical, your spiritual, and your psychological being. That's the balance that we're trying to look at, and we're trying to balance out today, right? And do not let society start blinding us with this. Now, how can we actually get about addressing stress? Okay, now it's a very simple study that has been shown, okay, and this has been practiced in the US as well, that when you practice gratitude, okay, your body starts vibrating at the highest frequency. Okay, you're then operating at the frequency of 540 megahertz, and this is a frequency that is higher than even the frequency of love. So what happens when you're vibrating at this frequency of 540 megahertz? Okay, when you start vibrating at this frequency of gratitude, okay, your cortisol level starts dropping by 23%. Now, when this happens, it reduces your stress, anxiety, depression, and even cardiovascular, any kind of diseases related to that. And most importantly, right, it starts secreting serotonin and dopamine, okay, which are your two happy hormones. They start secreting your happy hormones, okay, bringing about balance, bringing about self appreciation, happiness, calm, and it even starts calming your sleep patterns. It starts bringing into your entire being the feeling of positivity and that zest to move forward. Okay, so gratitude, it makes a big difference, it makes a big shift. Right now, how you can actually practice gratitude every night, like I said, give gratitude. If you have a journal, that's the best thing you can do every night. Just write three things that you're most happy about, that you're most grateful about in your life. Okay, and do that for the next 90 days and see how it makes a difference in your life. Now, another aspect, even for us to realize as a human being, okay, your body is always functioning. Every cell, every neuron in your body is always vibrating at a frequency. So, we've probably learned this in physics, right? You keep vibrating, okay, your energy levels start increasing so much. So, what happens? Your body, as a battery, even needs to relax, it needs to have a breakdown, it needs to be recharged. So, how do you recharge your human battery? What you can do is you can practice grounding. Yes, so when the electrons get charged a lot, what you need to do, we say we have earthing done, we say we have grounding done. It's a similar approach for your human body and your psychological body as well. So give it a break. Okay, you need to recharge, you need to give it a break, and you need to start earthing as well. Now your process of earthing is called grounding. And how do you practice grounding? I say sit between nature. You can sit in the middle of nature, make sure you're sitting on the soil and do some deep breathing. And yes, another way of practicing grounding is that just walk barefoot on the grass, on the soil, and just let Mother Earth absorb in all the unnecessary electrons, all the excess energy that has created in your body as baggage, and just let it go into the earth. You will actually feel that calming sensation, and you will feel the scientific connection with the body as electrons, as that machine that has carried on charging, and you've not given it a little bit of a break. Now, there's another aspect as well, even for for our rejuvenation. There is something known as a practice of fasting, which we look at in very simple terms, but makes a very big difference in all our lives. Okay, so when you practice fasting, so when I say fasting, I mean proper fasting, only on water fasting, maybe some juices with no added or artificial flavors, plain fresh juices. So when you give your body only fluids, even for one given day in a month or as and when you can, what happens to your body, right? Your body starts healing itself. Now, this phase, okay, your body starts healing itself, it is known as autophagy. Now, what happens in autophagy? Each and every cell in your body starts destroying any disease cell, any destroyed cells. Okay, it starts destroying it, and each cell on its own starts rebuilding, it starts rejuvenating, okay, and it starts regenerating itself, starts curing itself. And this happens when you start doing fasting on a regular basis, right? And it is actually a very common, very practice in every culture, in every religion, but the scientific reason is something that a person may or may not understand. And it's for our psychological being, it's for our spiritual being, and yes, how beautifully it ties even into our physical beings. And yes, you can practice these little practices. And the small thing also as well to remember, before you go to sleep, please avoid time with the phones, with gadgets, avoid any kind of Wi-Fi, anything which has got to do with electromagnetic waves. Okay, avoid that for some time. Your body even has electromagnetic energy. You are an electromagnetic field in yourself. So stay away from too much and excess of radiation as well, because that agitates you. That doesn't give you the calm that you are requiring before you sleep. And yes, your sleep patterns make a big difference in your moods, in your happiness hormones for the next day, for you to be recharged as well. Now, those are a few things which I've discussed with you, which you can manage for your stress. Importantly, give gratitude, practice grounding, practice fasting, and stay away from electromagnetic waves. Do take care of yourselves. I hope this helps you in some form or the other. Start practicing, start sharing this with family and friends. Help people to overcome stress as well. Okay, practice it yourself and do not let these social, norms get hold of you. It's you, your human being, your spiritual being, and your mental being that just needs balancing and it needs rechecking. It's as simple as that. So take a grip of yourself, take a grip of your health, and take a grip of all the abundance and happiness that you want to manifest into your life. Thank you again for being connected for my family, being connected with my channel. I do appreciate your support. Keep sharing the love and keep spreading this with family and friends. Thank you again and stay blessed.